All right, welcome back. We have over 320, I believe, Real Cop Stories on realcopstoriesvideos.com, and all kinds of stuff on there. We got officers chasing officers. We got guys that are afraid of spiders. We got guys drinking out of call boxes. I mean, it's all kinds of stuff. Look them up. There's a lot of gross alerts. People having sex on the floor. Guys, one guy running down the equestrian bike path, chasing women on horseback, and all he has on is a pair of women's panties and shoes. That's it. Okay, look those up. Pretty good. So I'm working a unit now where we're all detective supervisors, we're all making cases, and then whenever we have one case, everybody comes together to help out. And I got a call from the Secret Service. And I go, whoa, what did I do wrong? So they call me up, and this guy's working a porn star that is dealing in ecstasy tablets, he thinks, and he's also, his reason why he's looking into her, because she's doing forged documents. She's doing Citibank traveler's checks, and not talking about the kind you and I buy for 20 bucks or 30 bucks when we go on vacation. These are $5, $10, $20,000 traveler's checks, and banks are cashing them, and then they find out they don't have any money. So, okay, good. So we wound up doing a joint investigation. So she lived in the Hollywood Hills. We're watching her, go on surveillance, see what she's up to. So she followed down the hill. She's driving a convertible. Well, all things are what they appear. It's a Chrysler. Okay, it isn't a Jaguar. It isn't a Mercedes. So whatever. I mean, it's okay, fine. So it's summertime. So she goes down to Sunset Boulevard or whatever to go to a beauty parlor. Gets out of her car, and she's wearing shorts, Levi's shorts that leave nothing to the imagination. They're cut all the way up the back. You might as well not wear anything. And she's got a halter top. She's got store-bought breasts. And the reason why we know, we're all watching her now. Of course, we're all guys and everything, but we're still seeing what we see. Can't stop that. And one of our guys I'm working with, I'll tell you in a minute, he's going, oh my gosh, look at that. And we're looking, well, the reason why I know they're store-bought is because as she's walking, they are keeping their position the entire time. Now, a normal lady with huge breasts, they would normally bounce because it's natural. I don't want to get technical here as a doctor, but I'm a guy. I know what it looks like, okay? But no, they were sitting there bold and ready to go. I mean, okay, fine. So that's not a big deal. So the guy one of the guys I'm working with is twice divorced, good-looking guy. He's the DiCaprio of the police department. He thinks he's hot stuff, and he's a good-looking guy, and he is. He's a playboy. He's like, who cares? But he's got to be careful with him. Okay. So we're watching, and we find out the Secret Service agent found out she's depositing cash almost daily under $10,000 to get away from having to report it. Okay, so now I'm looking her up. Find out she's sold ecstasy before. She's on parole, probation. He's got the thing going, so we have enough for a search warrant. So he prepares a search warrant, which is good because it's easier for him to do it than me. He gets it like in a day. I have to take a while, but it's fine. I don't care who writes a warrant. I mean, we're going there legally. We're good to go. So the day of reckoning, set up on the house. Up in the hills, I got the van. I'm the lead one, so I'm watching the house. We got two guys up on the hill for the road, two or three guys down the hill. She's going to come out. We know her schedule. 11 o'clock, here she comes. Down the street, she's going down. Okay, fine. So they're going to take care of it. So my two guys came down the hill. We sat at the house in case anybody else comes out. They took her down. Well, when I became a supervisor later on, you know that some people you can't pair with other people. Some people you have to find out. And I'm not a boss right now. I'm just one of the guys. Well, my boss didn't realize that this playboy was going to be down with the takedown crew, which is okay. So it's like putting fire and wood together. I mean, a match and to wood. So I hear them coming up the hill. They put her they handcuff her, and here they come. Well, they get out of the car, and this playboy and her are just talking away like they're friends, like they're BFFs. And she's handcuffed in front. We never handcuff in front, okay? Always in back. I don't care where you arrest the Pope. He's going to be handcuffed behind his back, okay? So they're talking and laughing and everything, and I go, what are you doing? He goes, oh, she's real nice. I said, bro, she's a suspect. We haven't got anything yet. Okay. I'm thinking, wait a minute. I said, bro, you can't take samples, okay? You can't take her anywhere. She's a suspect, even if she's clean. I'm not doing it as a supervisor, but as one guy to another. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't think he would. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what he does at his off hours. I hope not. Okay, so we're in the house searching. Gross alert. Tell your kids to leave the room, please. I'll give you a few minutes, and we'll get to the gross part. So we're searching, and we find, in drawers in the kitchen and the living room, we pull up in drawers, we find bags of ecstasy, 1,000 pills, 500 pills, and they're labeled who's going to, Pete and Joey, and because she's got it all right, because she's a dealer. We found 3,000 or 4,000 in a drawer. She's not keeping a lot of money there because we know we follow her to the bank 2 or 3 days. She's making sure the money gets away because apparently she's afraid. I think she was afraid to get breaking into and somebody would steal her money. Doesn't care about stealing the dope. It's her money, So we're searching the house. Okay, here comes a gross alert. Gets out of the room. Too late. Okay, here we go. So now we're searching the house. Okay, now we get to the bedroom. search in the bedroom, pulling open drawers, and we find, artificial toys, which is men's body parts in there. We find artificial women body parts in there. The little balloons, you inflate them to make them tighter or looser. Same with the men's stuff. You inflate them to make them bigger and longer. Okay, a lot of videos, a lot of porn videos. She's got a little machine set up by the bed with a screen so she can show videos while they're doing whatever they're doing. There's a mirror on the ceiling, all that stuff, okay? Because I don't know, she's probably not doing it there. I didn't see any cameras or anything like she was actually videoing it in there. But she's probably, has many people in there. Maybe not just her, maybe other people in there. But anyway, there's nobody else in the house, just her. Okay, so we all, the Secret Service guy is all excited because he's finding all these traveler's checks all over the place. I think it went up with almost $1 million in traveler's checks all over the house. So he's seizing all those. I found out later on, he tried to follow up to see where they came from because someone's providing with these. You have to have a printing press, and it's pretty impressive. He could never find that. That's what he wanted. That's ultimately what he wanted to do. She wouldn't talk. We cuffed her behind her back, okay, like it's supposed to be, and my boss kind of figured this out, so he took her away from the Playboy and put her with a couple of other guys to process her. We don't want any kind of collusion here, any kind of a thought of anybody doing anything here that's not supposed to be. And so, and all the other guys, we're all married, so we're not doing that stuff. So we ultimately found about 50,000 ecstasy pills. Now, I'm not an expert how much it's worth. I have no idea. I could sit down and figure out a formula. They're probably about $5 a pop. So, what's that? 5,525. What's that? 250,000? Yeah, is that right for the math? $5 times 50,000. That's about right. Okay. My assistants are saying that's right. It doesn't matter. It's not a math class. So anyway, so we did that. We got a few thousand, and then of course the Secret Service agent, almost the same time we're doing the warrant and finding the traveler's checks, he's calling his buddies, and they're already got administrative subpoenas to seize all the money in all her bank accounts. And we know where she went. She went to several banks, so they went in there with administrative subpoenas to hold these accounts. They go right to the manager of the bank. They go to the bank manager and serve him and say, "This money, we know how much is in here. It's not going anywhere. Just make sure nobody comes in and tries to take it." Of course, they want to cooperate. You got the Secret Service in here, man, And so they freeze everything. So the feds got all the money. Bastards. I wanted the money. And so we got all the dope, and we took the car, a Chrysler, worth about 10 cents. But we took it anyway. And then we tried to seize the house. It was she got it mortgaged up to the hilt. She couldn't get the car. So and of course some of our guys were going, we can seize all this evidence. They're holding all the artificial private parts. Like, I don't think we're going to seize any of this. Wash your hands. Anyway, so that was pretty funny. And of course, the whole time the Playboy kept saying, "Oh my gosh, perfect breasts. Oh my gosh." I said, "They're store-bought. They ought to be perfect. You don't buy if you're going to buy something new, right? You wouldn't buy an ugly-looking one, would you?" He just kept looking at me. "Wow, they're perfect." He walked away. So I don't know what's wrong with it. A little bit goofy. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. And just remember, perfect breasts, don't make a honest person, I guess you would say. Anyway, horrible statement. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.